Tamarack Ottawa Race Weekend, a mere 2 weeks away. I often say that I'm very nervous about it, sidelined by an illness, but these are just excuses, John, right?
Well, they're a little bit of an excuse, yeah. Time will come, you'll still have to run.
That's right, that's the point. I've got a half marathon to run, and who better to ask than Paula Burchat, who is a coach with Run Ottawa. I want to ask you, at 2 weeks out, about where should people be in terms of their distance? Should they be training race distance, or should we ever be doing race distance before the race?
Well, it depends. If you're running a half marathon, you can be getting up to and just above your race distance. Marathoners, they're in taper by now. They're really not going towards that race distance anymore. I've
never felt ready for a race. That's just a fact. But Paula, let me ask you about some of the things that I want to be doing as I train for a half marathon in terms of pace and other things I should keep in mind.
You've got your long, slow distance run. Everybody has that down. They know that once a week they've got to go out and do that run that makes them feel comfortable and get used to running the long distance that they have to put in. Then it depends on how many other runs you're doing a week, but you can introduce things like intervals, which you've talked about before, I think, with speed work. But then things like tempo runs that can help you just feel a little bit more comfortable and build your stamina.
Can you tell me what a tempo run is? I think I know, but I want to make sure.
Well, the tempo run, again, it's just stamina. You're really going for a little bit faster than your easier run, and you're not going for a long period of time. The standard tempo run is going to be about 20 minutes long, and you're going to be sort of at a little bit difficult pace to hold a conversation at. You want to go 10, maybe 30-minute easy jog, then you're going to do anywhere from, say, 15 to 20 minutes at a higher pace, and then you're going to bring it back down. You're going to do a nice sort of 10 to 30 minutes of easy jog afterwards to cool down.
All right, so this is our long, slow distance pace. What am I keeping in mind right now, Paula?
Well, for the most part, pace. You want to make sure that while you're running, you can pretty much keep a good conversation going.
Okay.
If you ever feel like you're breathing too hard, then you're probably running a little too fast.
All right, so, and this is the pace you want to take on your Sunday run or whatever day is your long day run.
Your longest run, exactly.
All right. So from our regular slower pace, now let's talk about a tempo run.
Okay, so now we're going to take it up a little bit for you in pace to the point where it starts to get a little bit harder for you to actually talk.
Okay.
And you kind of have to take a breath between each breath, you know, before you say anything.
Exactly.
It's not a run you want to actually have a conversation during.
All right.
I usually tapered about 10 days before, and I would actually build up a little bit right before the race, so I wouldn't necessarily be taking totally off right up until the race. I would sort of back off for 4 or 5 days and then sort of build up a little bit with some easy tempo work and strides to feel a little bit pumped, if you will.
So there you have it, straight from the experts. I don't know if you're anything like me. I worry about losing cardio because it feels like you lose it so fast, but tapering, very important, and making sure that you get yourself in as good a shape as you can approaching the Tamarack Ottawa Race Weekend.